Hi there, I thought I'd invite you into my greenhouse for the next stage in my babies, because I'm going to plant some seeds for winter, because it's a never-ending story. You have to keep on going if you want to be eating all year round. So I have a whole bunch of seeds that I'm going to plant, and I prepared the earth and also some sand and my tools and pots and everything, and little modules for individual seeds. And I thought I'd invite you to join me. The earth that I prepared is a kind of mixture of potting compost and different things, different earth from previous plantings that either didn't work or that I finished with and then I had extra, so I put it all together. It's quite dry, and I just wanted to say something about water, because water is such a precious thing now, isn't it? It's so dry this year. It's been several years that we haven't had enough rain. So I started when I rinse my vegetables, when I do everything to do with water in the kitchen, I've started to take out the water if I haven't put any products in it, and I put it into my watering can. Also the water that I use to soak my beans and things like that, or to cook my beans, I've been putting that because that's full of nitrogen, I guess. So so I've saved it, and I'm gonna use that to humidify the earth. When it's good earth, it absorbs a lot of water. The water, you pour a lot of water into it, and it's still dry underneath because it absorbs a lot of water, which is actually a good quality of good organic earth, is that it can hold a lot of water. So now that I've nicely humidified the earth, I'm going to put it into my modules. I talked about sand. I've heard that for sand for lettuce, it's good to mix it with a bit of sand, because it can be basil also, it works, but that's for springtime. But it can help drain, because the roots, they don't like to get too wet. So the roots that don't like to get too wet, you can mix with a little sand or vermiculite. There's different products, very, very finely ground gravel, and you can mix it with the earth, and it will make a better drainage of the soil. I try not to compact it too much. It needs a little bit of air. They can't be waterlogged or too compact. You have to let them grow. So for the lettuce, I took a mixed lettuce called Freedom Mix from Cocopelli. It's an association here in France that protects the old seeds, and I'm really for them. I'm a member of the association, and so I'm going to plant that. I'm just going to plant one little row. Actually, the idea is this will be 3 rows, but I'll do it every 2 weeks or so that I'll have them continually. They're very small, the seeds, as you can see. I don't need that many. And so I'm just gonna, the rest I'm put back in there. And then just cover it with a little bit of earth. So it's starting to get too hot. I procrastinated this morning and I started too late, and now it's like an oven in here. So I'm going to finish soon, but before I do, I just wanted to say I'm going to plant some lovage. Lovage is a plant which I've never tasted, but I know the seeds. The seeds I use in my cooking. And in English, it's supposed to evoke, according to Cocopelli, evoke magnificently love and regeneration. And I really felt that was something that we all need in the moment. So I'm going to plant it in the shade underneath the tomatoes, or you can plant it in August, September, and then replant it outside in the spring. So it's going to have its little place here, and well, so I'll show you that. So I've put you in the ginger. You can see just a little leaf of ginger plant there. And I'm going to plant that here. I've watered it with my kitchen water, as I talked about earlier, and I'm going to plant it here. I put 2 lines, roughly 50 centimeters apart, and yes, just going to pat that down a little bit. There in there. And then I'll label it. I gave up last time because it got too hot. For August it was very hot and dry, and then I had guests, so I'm back. It's a little cooler, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to carry on my planting for winter. So these are the plants that I have. So today I'm going to plant these. I'm going to plant some chou broccoli, broccoli, chou broccoli Romanesco, some green cabbage, which I already planted, but for the winter, some cauliflower, some shrub, I don't know how you say that in English, but I guess you figured it out from the picture, it's delicious, and some Indian mustard, which is like a kind of spicy salad. So I've made sure to moisten the soil with some rainwater that I collected from the roof of the greenhouse. So here we are. So I'm just going to put one, and then afterwards they say just to cover with a little bit of earth. Gonna water that with a fine spray because they're very, very small, the seeds, so I figure it's better I do it with a very light spray, like this. So that's done for today. One thing out of the way. I'm gonna plant some other things directly outside, some rocket, some spinach, mash, and things like that. But I'm going to wait because I know next week it's going to be really hot and I'm not going to be around, and they need moisture. So that'll be something which I'll probably film and share with you. And for now, I just show you a little bit around the greenhouse to see what's happening here. You'll be seeing some eggplant, one beautiful variety of eggplant, 2 varieties of eggplant, some belle de nuit, basil, sacred basil, my sweet potatoes that we planted together, and the cucumbers, and what else was there? Ginger, and finally the amazing looking guano plant. I'm really looking forward to tasting that. If you enjoyed the show, feel free to like, to comment, and to follow so that you'll be able to keep up with me. I'm really happy to be able to share all of this with you, and I hope to see you next month. Take care. Bye.